We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago White Sox and the San Diego Padres. Interleague Baseball comes your way next. Dinelson Lamet, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Stepping up to the plate, Tim Anderson. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
The shortstop, Tim Anderson.
Now the pitch. In there, strike one. Guys, the Swinging Friars as they take the field here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on this team's throat and take the first 2 games of this series.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch.
I got the count 1-2.
And now a slider is swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is set down to open up the ball game.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet. So these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
And it's belted high and deep into right center. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
There's a deep fly ball. Doesn't quite get out of the ballpark, but it hits in the right spot as it bounces off that hard warning track and over the wall for a ground rule double. Not sure if he had triple on his mind, but I doubt he'll complain too much about getting to coast into second base.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. Pitch too high, and that's over the catcher's head. And he'll make it to third here on what will likely be ruled a passed ball.
Looked like a four-seamer that just kept rising on him, and he couldn't get the mid up in time to catch it. Really no excuse for that. That'll go as a pass ball, and deservedly so.
And that's too high, ball 2. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Myers is under it, makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ballgame.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Yasmani Grandal. And when you get a look at the splits, he's really owned right-handers thus far on the season. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Swing and a line drive, but just fouls as he just misses extra bases. The 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's going to be high 2-2 now.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
Fouled off. Here's another 2-2. And right into the shift. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And it's fouled away.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Back goes Lagares. Still ranging back. Onto the party porch and gone. Solo shot to right center. Number 21 for him on the season as the White Sox move in front 2-0.
Love the homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
Edwin Encarnacion to the plate now. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Lagares will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The White Sox lead this one 2-0. Carlos Rodon is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Here's Juan Lagares. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Padres, the center fielder.
Now here it comes.
Lagares.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, I can't tell you how important it is to throw that first run up on the board, and that's exactly what they did. A little crooked number, a 2 spot to give their pitcher a chance to relax and go out and pound the strike zone. This team has been playing red hot baseball recently.
The 1-1. This is skied into short left center. Here's the center fielder. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Batting second.
Digging in, Trent Grisham. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swung on and missed on a pitch at the thumbs, a ball and a strike. A bouncer to the left side, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put Goodwood on.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. Swing and hit a pop to the right side of the infield. Garcia is there, 2 down.
batting fourth, the third baseman.
And in steps Manny Machado. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
If the offense didn't already know, the man on the mound's got his A-game fastball working today.
Line drive, base hit.
Matty, that's a surprising pitch right there. I don't understand after blowing the fastball by him, he would speed his bat up with off speed.
Yeah, redemption after being late, right on time with the off-speed pitch next.
At the plate, Josh Naylor. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. The average sits at .303 entering play. 3 homers, 13 RBIs. Sent out to straightaway center field. Center fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Padres leave a pair. They trail it here 2-0. Start of the second here in San Diego, and let's check in with Heidi for a little bit more on the weather.
Well, Matt, the weather forecasts I'm hearing down here point to a fairly significant threat of rain later in the ball game. Of course, the grounds crew and umpires will work to get this one in without delay, but they also told me that they won't hesitate to halt the game to let the weather pass through if it's impacting the play on the field or, of course, putting the safety of the players at risk. For now, we'll have to wait and see how things develop.
Yeah, Heidi, thank you. And guys, certainly having a fresh bullpen ready for a game like this one will be an important step towards a victory.
You hope not, but you knew it potentially could happen. You kind of read the grounds crew. If they were running and scattering in the dugouts and running towards the tarp, you kind of prepared yourself that this one was going to get shut down at some point. But you got to stay focused. That pitcher doesn't care. He's trying to take food off your table.
Here's a drive fair over the head of Machado at third and heading down the line. He'll get it into second. And the White Sox get something going here. It's a leadoff double.
Looking at this, you know he had to be sitting on that pitch because he jumped all over it. Tried to keep him off balance with the old Uncle Charlie, and he was having none of that. Not a bad pitch. He was just waiting for it and blasted a leadoff double.
In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. One and two now. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And they've got him hung up out there between second and third. But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there. But the outfielder does a really good job, D-Roll, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there. Not putting his head down, being over-aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Roll, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Leury Garcia is sent packing for out number 2 in the inning. From the belt, kicks and deals. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2. Counts a ball and 2 strikes to the White Sox shortstop.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Tried to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Will Myers, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1.
Look out, 1-1.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. So 1 away here with the bases empty. And that'll bring up the power hitting second baseman Brian Dozier. First pitch coming. Here it is.
1-0.
1 out, nobody on. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. And it's 1-2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. And the throw to first is there to record the second out. Jurickson Profar digs in next. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Pitch on the way. And a ball, 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Two balls and no strikes to the Padres DH.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
3-0 to him now.
3-0.
And the pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Profar on his way to second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Stepping into the box, Austin Hedges. A great opportunity for him here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double. In on the hands of it with the fastball. It's 1-0. And it's a ball and a strike to Austin Hedges. Profar at second with 2 down. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Good time to be a 9-hole hitter right now. More than likely going to get a good pitch to hit. The top of the order is looming on deck. Good spot to be a good hitter right now.
And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll bring up the former top prospect as a minor leaguer, Yoan Moncada.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball one. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
So here's Jose Abreu, runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
Hard hit ball to second, and that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, fouled away. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
The 2-1 home. High and deep to straightaway right. Myers looking up. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. His 2nd home run of the game. And the White Sox have opened up a 5-0 lead.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
Edwin Encarnacion now.
The designated hitter.
Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. And that's inside. Looked like the slider, and it's 2-0. Encarnacion absolutely hammers left-handed pitching. There's a lot of pop in his swing for sure, but if there's one criticism of his bat, it's that he doesn't put the ball in play enough in these situations. Seems like hitters like this are more and more common these days.
Yeah, Matty, you can't fault these guys today for the swing and miss. In today's game with so many shifts, there are no hits to be had on the ground. But when this guy does connect against left-handed pitching, it is fun to watch.
3-1 the count now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. 3 runs already home here. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Lagares is under it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now back.
Into the box, Eloy Jimenez, 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you want.
Hit high and deep to left field. Back goes Grisham. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The right fielder, number 30, Nomar Mazara.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings up the versatile Nomar Mazara. First offering on its way.
Ball, that's out.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Even though he was fooled in the box right there by that pitch, he was able to keep his hands back, not overcommit, and stay in this at bat.
And he fouls this one off. And the pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Oh, and he leaves that one right over the plate as this is sent high and deep out to right center field. And it is gone, a home run. A solo home run for Nomar Mazara. Number 10 for him on the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Wow, nothing more demoralizing than giving up 3 home runs in the first 3 innings of a game. There's having a guy's number, and then there's absolutely owning him. This could be the latter.
Here comes the Padre manager up out of the dugout heading for the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Luis Perdomo is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Luis Perdomo. Now batting, the center fielder.
So now to the plate, Luis Robert.
Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate.
0 for 1 here in the early going. Now the pitch. Strike 2, swinging just out in front of the slider.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
Liner towards second, but this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Juan Lagares. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
One and one to San Diego's leadoff batter. Swing and a line drive, but foul. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Into the box now, Trent Grisham. He reached on a single in his first try. The pitch. In there for strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first two pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
Fouled off. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are two gone now.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
1-1 the count. One and two.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive. Back up the middle.
That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. So the 2-out hit here extends the inning for Manny Machado.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Here's Manny Machado now as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Ball hit on the ground for Anderson at short. He's got it. Throw over to Abreu is in time, and with it the side is retired. Padres leave 1. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. Digging in to try it again, Leury Garcia. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1.
It's funny, that pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. So with that, the White Sox put their leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson. Well hit to right, but a foul ball. 6 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
Line drive to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that two-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
So here's Yoán Moncada, and he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. In the air to right center and carrying well, way back there now, and gone. Home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field, number 13 for him on the year, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Well, they've got the elevate and celebrate thing working in this one, guys. That was their 4th big fly of the game.
Yeah, Dan, this doesn't make sense. It's absolutely freezing outside. The last place you want to be is in a batter's box, and this offensive team is driving balls out of the yard.
This is what's crazy about the game of baseball, D-Row. You would think under these conditions it would be all in favor of the pitchers. That has been anything but the case so far in this one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Popped up. Naylor in foul ground, and a diving effort, but it's out of his reach. A foul ball. The 1-2 hit sharply on the ground. That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one. So make it 2 hits for him now on the night as this one finds its way into center. And as we give you a look at the White Sox leaderboard, you can see his total there. Currently second best on the ball club. And here's the switch-hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. The 1-0. He pulls this one into right. Myers is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
So to the plate is the White Sox DH, Edwin Encarnacion. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Well, you don't need us to tell you. It's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let a dive, and he knocks it down.
Now back, left fielder, Eloy Jimenez.
Into the box now, Eloy Jimenez, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. Dozier And to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Bottom of the inning now, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Josh Naylor.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
Swing and a line drive. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The right fielder, number 4, Will Myers.
Next to the plate for the Padres, Will Myers. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. But a foul ball. 1-2 now. No runs, 4 hits, no errors in the ball game for the Padres. Hit hard on the ground to second. And there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 9, second baseman,
Brian Dozier at the plate, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. And the pitch. Grounded to short. Anderson picks it up. Go over to Abreu is in time, and with it the side is retired. Padres down in order. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. Matt Strom gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Now to the plate, Nomar Mazara. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
The last at bat, Matty B, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and did miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter.
So his day over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the San Diego starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Well, this one's really easy to dissect. Too many pitches left over the heart of the plate. 3 bombs allowed in this one. He's going to have to do a better job of throwing quality pitches down the road.
First pitch on its way. Luis Robert is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's getting loose out there. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. One out, nobody on. Now a swing and a fly ball. Myers on the move, but this will land untouched.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
Hit to third. Machado has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the White Sox, but they hold a 9-0 lead. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. Here's Jurickson Profar. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And he takes ball 1. Grounder down the line at third. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
Dan, you have to love it when your defense picks you up right there, keeping him at first base.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like it had extra bases written all over it. Great job by the left fielder to get to that ball and get the ball back in, keeping that to a single.
So striding forward now, Austin Hedges. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Well, there it is. This one is going to be delayed as the crew chief has made the call to suspend action.
You know, Matt, I just get the feeling this isn't going to be a very long delay. And we do have some clearing skies, so I think both of these guys possibly will go back out.
Into the box, Juan Lagares.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
Lifted down the line in left. And no one will get this one. Popped up. Making the play over there is Abreu for the first out.
The batter, the left fielder, Trent.
And welcome back inside the ballpark as the weather has finally cleared up. Carlos Rodon makes his way back out onto the mound, and we're ready to continue. Set to face him first, Trent Grisham. 1-0 the count. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Jimenez is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
The batter, the shortstop, Fernando Tatis.
Digging in once again, Fernando Tatis Jr. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. In there at the knees, strike 1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
Pulled high in the air out to left field.
Waiting on it is Jimenez.
He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Padres leave a pair. They're down 9-0. All set for the start of the inning, and up next it'll be Tim Anderson.
The shortstop, Tim Anderson.
Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the move is Lagares, but he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again. Around second, he's on his way to third. The relay throw, and he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
Now batting.
Other than a home run, there aren't a whole lot of better ways to start an inning than a triple. Pretty good chance of at least getting one run in this inning now.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import Yoan Moncada. Takes this the other way to right, and they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's a 10-0 score.
Boy, talk about striking on back-to-back pitches, Dero. A triple then followed by a single. Big inning lurking here. Yeah, Dan, I think that's a game plan today against this guy right now. Being aggressive in the zone. If he's going to attack, then they're going to pull a trigger.
Ready for another shot now. Jose Abreu. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. A runner at first with no outs here. A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu. Two and one the count to the White Sox first baseman.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
The 2-1 home.
Count is full.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
From the belt, the pitch. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. After it is Myers. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The batter, the catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
Yasmani Grandal will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Outside, that's the ball.
The 1-1 home is off the plate, up and away.
You got 2 balls, 1
Runner
strike.
at first here, 1 man out. Now that ball is hit well deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. Onto the third floor balcony and gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His third home run of the ball game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, if you would have told him when he woke up this morning that he was going to hit 3 home runs tonight, he would have thought he was dreaming. Well, it's a dream night, but he's wide awake.
Craig Stammen gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Stammen. The batter, the designated hitter, Edwin.
To the plate now, Edwin Encarnacion. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now. Now this one's crushed. Left field line. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the back door a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
2-2, here it is. Ball 3 as the sinker misses just off the black that time.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Now the payoff pitch home, and he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Well, when you go with a slider there on a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Settling in now, Eloy Jimenez. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, and the defense is thinking, give it to us again and we'll roll it over all day long. Don't think that's not in his head right now as he steps to the plate.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Padres are going to get something going out in the bullpen now as a left-hander has stood up to throw. Here comes the 1-0. High and deep to right. Myers going back. Still going back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 16 for him on the year as this lead got even wider. Guys, do you believe what we're seeing here today? With 6 home runs so far, this lineup is turning in a performance for the ages at the plate.
Yeah, Matty V, you don't see this very often, D-Row, when it's cold and chilly like this. Wind blowing in a little bit, but we're still seeing a lot of home runs.
Yeah, Dan, I can't explain it. Let's just tip our hats to both offenses right now because they came to play. Moving traffic against this cold weather, not easy to do.
And that misses inside 1-0. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 1-0 is a slider that can't catch the outside.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
And it's belted high and deep into right center. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Hey, there's a hard hit ball that was going to be down for extra bases. The ball had some spring on it, and it bounced over the wall, and the ground rule double puts him on second base without having to leg it out.
Standing in now, Luis Robert, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. On the season, Robert has a batting line residing in the 290s, looking to boost that even higher here. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. The 2-0. Fouled away. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Lagares to the track. but he can't get it as it's off the wall. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate, and not in time as the run scores. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Jose Castillo gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Castillo.
In now, Leury Garcia. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. From the belt, the pitch to short, hit hard, scooped up, and that's the second out. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Tim Anderson, runner in scoring position with two gone. Here comes the first pitch. A bouncer up the middle. And that's through into center field, base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Well, that run won't be charged against him, but he's still disappointed. His job is to shut the door down when they call on him, and he just couldn't get it done there.
Moncada.
At the plate now, Yoan Moncada.
He swings and sends it in the air to right center field.
In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debo. He gets his fourth knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those four was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have five, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Back goes Grisham to the track, to the wall. And this one is gone. A home run. So a 3-run shot to left center. 12 home runs for him now thus far as the blowout continues.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it, just like he did.
Kirby Yates gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Yasmani Grandal will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung right over the splitter there, 0-1. And that misses, 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And the pitch. hit sharply toward the right side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single.
Now batting.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking 2 until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
Lined into left center. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. The 0-1 pitch. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one. Here's the 0-2.
Ball, that's just out.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. But not before an even 10 men come around to score here as they break this game wide open. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. White Sox on top, 19-0. And it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres. Manny Machado. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by an opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Number 20, Danny Mendes.
Adam Engel is also into the ball game as he'll assume duties in left field.
Number 15, Adam Engel.
First pitch on its way.
Ball.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
And that's just another base hit in a long line of many. Seems like he's been pitching from the stretch the entire game, but somehow he's still got a shutout going. We'll see how long he can make this last.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. No hits to this point. A ball and a strike to the Padres first baseman. Nobody out, runner on first. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Count 2-1.
Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. So a full count now. Will Myers is on deck. That misses. So a single and a walk, and it's first and second with nobody out.
The right fielder.
So here's Will Myers.
Will
First pitch of the at-bat. High in the air down the right field line. but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Wow, the Padres have been scuffling so far. They need to get a big hit, and it's about time somebody comes through right about now.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. The runner from second scores as they inch a bit closer.
Boy, Dero, so close to getting the strikeout there. Needed to make one more pitch and didn't throw a good enough breaking ball there with 2 strikes.
Yeah, and that's what you pray for from an offensive standpoint. You try and pick up that red spinning dot that constitutes slider coming in there, and then you hope it doesn't fall off the table. He was able to get himself inside that baseball and get a ribby hit.
None out, runners at first and second. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Now Dozier with a drive out to left field. Going back is the left fielder. It crashes off the Western Metal Building, and it's out of here.
Swing right there, Dan. That had to feel good. You're facing an elite starter. You don't know if you're even going to get wood on the baseball today.
You know, that'll rattle you a little bit. This guy's been throwing the ball great, one of the top pitchers in the game. He's not used to guys barreling him up and hitting him in the seats.
4 runs here in this half inning. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out, number 1.
Now batting, catcher, Austin Hedges.
Now in the box, Austin Hedges. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First offering on its way. Fastball well outside. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to pump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
And there's out number 2.
The center fielder, number 7, Juan.
The San Diego batting order turns over and set to go Juan Lagares. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
One of the big keys to pitching well is getting ahead early on, and it's been far from that for this guy so far. Less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Behind 0-2 now. Down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Another 1-2 delivery. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Still even at 2-2. And now a pitch on the way. Line drive to center field. Robert is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So they score 4 times on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and no one left on base. 7th inning coming up. The White Sox lead it 19-4. Riding in once again, Nomar Mazara, 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game.
Nomar Mazara.
He's set. Here it comes. Fouled off. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Now here it comes. Well, he just threw that fastball by him.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. Grounded up the first baseline. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. At the plate, Luis Robert. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First pitch on its way.
Ball 1, no strike.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Ball 2. Now the 2-0. Skied into straightaway right. Under it is Myers, and there are 2 away now. Now at the plate, Leury Garcia. He's 1 for 4 for the game. From the stretch.
Nope. Ball 1.
Here it comes. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Popped up. Tatis waits on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox, but not to fear as they hold a commanding lead. Coming to the plate now, Trent Grisham. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Kelvin Herrera gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Now pitching for Chicago.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Mazara's under it. 1 out.
Now batting, shortstop.
Digging in now, Fernando Tatis Jr. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Up top, it's 2-0. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. The set and the 2-1 pitch.
I got 3-1.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
And it's fouled away. This is line to left. Engel is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Manny Machado. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
That's a ball.
Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
Grounded back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego, and they remain well behind. Striding in, Danny Mendick. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it, not coming around it, and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
At the plate, Yoan Moncada, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout the line, it screams to the modern day of baseball. The 3 true outcomes. These guys aren't worried about hitting singles. They're trying to stop traffic over that fence.
D-Roy, it can't be better said. And I think the day and age right now for pitchers is you have to approach just about every pitch like it's a 2-strike pitch. No get-me-over curveballs, no get-me-over changeups. Every pitch has to be thrown with a purpose.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
And this is swung on and missed, and the American League's leading hitter is gone on strikes, 1 away.
Now batting.
At the plate, Jose Abreu. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly. One strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Base hit into right center. Abreu's going to head for second. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
Now batting, the catcher, Yasmani.
Andres Munoz comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Number 52, Andres Munoz.
Stepping in now, Yasmani Grandal, as he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Grandal is carrying around an absurd batting line, coming in excess of 500.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
Here it comes, 0-2. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Lagares is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. A man left for the White Sox, but you can forgive him as they still hold an enormous lead. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and here comes the first baseman, Josh Naylor.
The first baseman.
From the stretch, here's the pitch, and that misses for ball 1. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. The 2-0. Fouled away. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Here's Will Myers, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
The batter, number 9, second baseman.
Here's Brian Dozier now. Past meetings with Kelvin Herrera, he's just 2 for 9. He's set and a pitch.
Ball inside.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Hot shot on the ground is short. He's right there. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Padres down in order. And as you can see, they are way behind. All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll bring up the power bat of Edwin Encarnacion.
Edwin Encarnacion.
Here comes the first pitch. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. And another foul ball.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Here he comes again. 1-2.
2-2 count.
On the ground to third. Taken in by Machado. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Up next for the White Sox.
Ready now for the White Sox, Adam Engel.
Engel.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard to short. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
He obviously was sitting all over that pitch. He didn't want to go deep in the count. He saw it 0-0 and he let it fly.
Nomar Mazara.
Here's a look over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. To the plate now, Nomar Mazara, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle.
He's going.
Runners off for second. In there. Now the throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
This catcher's not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
1 out and a runner on second base.
Nope.
Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2. From the belt, the pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. Gone. So it's a 2-run homer for Nomar Mazara. His second of the game as they just continue to pour it on here.
The batter, the center fielder, Luis.
So
Robert.
now to the plate, Luis Robert. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit. And looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. That's by him for strike one. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Now this is swung on and hit down to Machado at third. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Digging in the switch hitter, Leury Garcia. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0.
2-0.
2 out, nobody on. And that's in there, 2-1.
2-1.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Ball even at 2-2. Here's the pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Line drive to center field. Lagares is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. We'll head now to the bottom of the 9th. The White Sox lead this one 21-4. So here's the Padres DH, Jurickson Profar, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional. Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Fouled off. Now another 1-2. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Pulled toward right center field. Robert is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Austin Hedges.
Stepping in, Austin Hedges. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
0-1's the count.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Strike taken up in the zone. 1 out, nobody on. That misses. 1-2. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Standing in now, Juan Lagares. Hit hard to the right, but foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And he'll make the catch here to end it. And the White Sox have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Wow, a 9-out save? That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
21-4 the final tonight. The White Sox jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Carlos Rodon earns win number 7 on the season. Dinelson Lamet struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. Kelvin Herrera takes the rare 3-inning save, his second. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter @MLB The Show.
4 hours and 1 minute.